husband.
Where's he? Is he inside?
Yeah, he's.
Can I talk to him for a minute?
Yeah, there he is.
All right, Deputy
house
Richardson
now.
with the Sheriff's Office.
Hi.
In the
Have you
house
been
now.
before?
I don't think I've been here before, but
That woman just attacked me because she's mad at her ex-boyfriend over who has a baby. And she has damaged my property and she's bit me.
What's up, tribe? Today we are covering the reality of marrying modern Western single moms as a direct result of the feminist movement. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
She's hit me in the
Where'd she
face
bite
with
you
her
at?
fist here once and down here on my leg.
do you have any marks or anything like that? Okay.
Probably not.
Right.
Yeah, looky there. I want you to come see my bedroom door.
Okay. Hang on just a second. We'll take care of that here in just a second, okay?
She's on probation.
Okay.
She's not supposed to be here on this property.
All right. All right, Ashley, go ahead and stand up for me.
She's gonna choke. I'm sorry. Go on, Adrian.
Better not bite me. We're going to have issues.
No. There, please.
You have any shoes? None? Hey,
Leah, please.
go.
She's an old dog.
Mom me again about my son. Mom me again about my son.
Oh my God, Ashley.
Mom me again about my son.
Caddy 56, I've got one. Get in the car. You have anything on you?
You did, Mom.
Look what she did to my door when she was trying to get in to keep me from calling 911.
Okay. When did this happen? Just
30 minutes
In the
ago.
back room.
okay. And who is this to you?
I'm married to him, and that's my daughter
That's your
from
daughter.
a different marriage. Yes.
Okay. So you're, I guess, technically stepdad.
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't
it
like
is.
to
Okay.
use that word.
I understand.
Well,
Hey,
he does,
but
except that she's just ornery,
For-
very mean.
for me,
Okay, now here's one thing about the reality of dating being married to a Western single mom. Is that, yeah, as you clearly see, like she's not wanting to use the word stepdad at all. That's probably because she's starting to realize right now that, like, hey, everything the feminist movement has taught her about men has been a lie. It has. However, big problem. The problem is that the damage has already been done. And it's officially been passed on to your daughter. Like it has, as you can clearly see. And it also has escalated. Clearly, it's been enhanced. When it was passed on to her daughter, it got enhanced. Reason why is because, like I said in our previous video, the child learns it from the most actively involved parent before they learn from anything else. So, what the single mom was taught by the feminist movement, guess what? Daughter is using that as the foundation for her behavior going up, as you can clearly see.
this is going to be instead of a battery situation, it's a domestic
It already
situation.
is.
So, all right, now that we've calmed down a little bit, is there anything on your person? Nothing at all. Why'd you pull away from me like that?
My mom mocked me about my son that I got sick 2 years ago.
I don't care. That's another charge. You understand that, right? You understand pulling away from me is another charge. You're stacking your own charges on. Now, what are your injuries from? You don't know?
Just fell down.
Just fell down.
No way.
So what's the deal with what's happened here today?
Well, I was watching my nieces and nephews, and my mom mocked. I was video chatting my son, and I was like, I hadn't had my son in a minute, but they're letting me video chat him, and
I just pulled in my drive,
was
but
talking good, and then I said something about my son, and then she mocked me. I didn't like the way that she was sarcastic about mocking me, so it's off. It's my son. I hadn't seen him forever. Like, why would you mock me about something I said caringly about my son? Why would you mock me about it? Don't mock me about it.
What'd you do to him?
I don't necessarily remember. He come at me. He tried to tackle me, so I pushed him back.
I mean, he's got a lot more than just looking like you attacking
No,
him
literally,
back.
he tackled me, so I pushed him back. He's old. He tackled me, so I pushed him.
All right, well, next time you go to get put in cuffs, don't pull away.
And that's the first sign that the damages has already been done. Notice how she just blames men instantaneously for everything. Yeah. Damage has already been done and has been passed on to the daughter. Problem is, with the daughter, it's been enhanced. Even if the single mom has learned her lesson, it's already been enhanced. And unfortunately, men, if you're in this situation, I got news for you. You don't have to put up with this if you don't want to. And frankly, you shouldn't. Because you're not, unless if you have this, unless you have a license as a professional rehabilitation doctor, this is something you shouldn't be getting yourself involved in, even if you're the stepdad. It really isn't. Stuff like this is something for licensed rehabilitation doctors to deal with, not you.
First off, where's she live at? Does she live here?
No, she's not allowed to be here because she's on probation from having a fight with her mother about 1.5 years ago. I got a letter from the state's attorney saying that court was over, she's on probation, and she has that it violates her probation to be on this property. She's staying with her sister in...
I know where that's at. Yep.
Yeah, 33 miles south of here, down on 37.
Yep.
So she was here when I got home from work.
I'm listening. You're fine.
She was...
Excuse me. Can I please have a cigarette?
What?
Can I have a cigarette, please?
No.
You're a bitch. Let me have a f***ing cigarette.
Now, the reason why she's not willing to listen to that probation, that she's not allowed there, and that she wants to get in fight with her mom, well, like I said, she learns it from the mom. Mom was probably the most actively involved parents. And she wants revenge, obviously.
Hey! Grow up!
Shoot me then. You shoot me then. You ain't a piece of shit. Choke me out.
What is your problem?
I want a cigarette.
Okay, chill out. When we get to jail, when we get to jail, you can have one.
No.
Good. Pull her down.
No. No.
Take her straight. Yeah.
I'll be back here in a little bit to get some more information from you.
Are you gonna buckle me in? You better buckle me in. You're against the law. Buckle me in, bitch. Buckle me in. Why are you not seatbelting me in? All right, give me your badge number. Yeah, give me your badge number. He ain't buckled me in. He's not buckled me in. And he's driving crazy. Better buckle me in. Buckle me in, bitch.
Quit!
Buckle me in. Buckle me in. I'm bleeding. You did it. I'm bleeding.
I understand. We're going to the hospital.
Please hurry. You just buckled me in. Please. You should have buckled me in, bitch.
Would you stop?
No. No, I won't. I'm angry. I'm going to jail.
Listen, if you spit on any of us when we get there, that's going to be another charge for you. You understand me?
Yeah, sorry. I'm very upset.
I don't care. You better cooperate when we get to the hospital. Do you?
Now, I like to point this out, everybody, that, hey, as a passport bro, do I acknowledge that, hey, there are a minority of women from overseas, I do mean minority, who managed to convince Western men here to marry them? Yeah, I will admit them, and I also admit that's a minority. However, difference is here. We're talking about women who are raised up in who are raised in two completely different ways, and women who have two completely different reasons for being single. Like, for being a single mom. Like, there is no real comparison right now. There really is not. The reasons for being a single mom in countries like the Philippines, Thailand, majority of the time, it's vastly different. It really is. So, there's that.
Understand me?
Yes, sir. Was you here the last time I did the shit?
I was not. I don't know you from Adam.
I'm very hurt individually.
I don't care. This is ridiculous. The way you're acting is ridiculous.
Well, I'm not mentally right.
Well, that's a problem for you and the doctors, not for me. You've got to calm down and let me do my job.
Can I please have a cigarette?
You're not getting anything right now. You busted your head all to pieces.
I didn't mean to.
I don't care. You're going to the hospital, and they're definitely not giving you a cigarette.
My life is ruined. My life is ruined.
Ashley, they can get you the help you want. You just got to want it, and you got to follow directions, okay?
Okay. I want it.
Well, I'm glad you want it. I want.
Unless you want to, but following directions is probably a no-go. Yeah, as you can see, it probably is. Yep, and look how she just keeps blaming men for everything. Yeah, you might have mental health issues, but I don't think that covers this behavior. I think the reason why for this behavior is because you've been blaming men for so long, to the extent where, hey, you completely deprived yourself of any real mental growth past that of a child. You really have. Because like I said before, women may mature faster than men physically because, hey, a woman's biology is more complicated than man's is. It really is. However, mental growth and maturity and responsibility is learned through self-reflection, aka looking back on what mistakes did I make here, how can I do better next time. This woman was clearly never taught how to do that. She was clearly taught at a very young age to just blame men for everything. And this is the end result of that. And yeah, I do agree with the officers. Hey, this isn't your responsibility. It's the only people whose responsibility would be the doctors who you go to. But doctors can't force treatment on you. They can't.
I want you to get it, but you've got to cooperate, okay?
Yeah. I'm not okay.
Ashley, are we going to be cool? Promise? Come on. Don't spit. Don't do none of that crap, okay? We're going to be cool, right? We're not going to spit. We're not going to fight anymore. We're going to... So, is the door the only thing she's damaged today inside?
To my knowledge.
Okay.
I've walked around the sheds to make sure she didn't knock out when she gets mad. She breaks windows.
Okay.
Well, but I haven't found any broken windows.
Right. Your wife, was she around when all this happened?
Absolutely.
Okay.
What got me involved was that Ashley was screaming at her mother with anger and a lot of anger. And I've seen this too many times before. When Ashley starts doing that,
It gets bad.
it's going to happen. So I walked up to her and said, "You'll get your picture. I'm going to grab another beer."
Absolutely.
Ashley has an anger problem. Would you believe me?
I'd say a little bit.
She outweighs me by 50 pounds.
Right.
And I have emphysema.
Yep.
I've lost 69% of my lungs to emphysema, and she has 100% of hers.
Right. No, I believe it.
And she could have hurt me.
Yep. She showed up here, and then you stepped in.
Yes, Ashley became upset because her son is with her ex before his father.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that upsets her. She started screaming and hollering and jumping up and down. But then she accused her mother of mocking her. I never heard her mother mock her, but she accused her of making fun of her, mocking her, something along those lines. And she was starting to get onto her mother bad. And I've seen this happen before.
Right.
So I went up to her and said, "Hey, it's time to cool your shit." That's when she jumped me.
And when she jumped you, she did what?
She hit me in the face with her fist.
Closed fist?
Yeah, sure, just like...
And the reason why for that is because she was clearly originally taught that, hey, men can't tell women to do anything. If you do, you're possessive and controlling. Yeah, I don't really think possessive and controlling is a real thing. I really don't. Like I said before, slavery was outlawed here in the West quite some time ago. Well, in America, that is. I'm not too sure how it is in other countries here in the West. I'm not familiar with their legal system. But it was outlawed here in America. So unless the woman has evidence that, hey, you're forcing her to do something against her will, you didn't do anything wrong. You really didn't.
man. And then her mother pulled her off, and her mother told me to go call 911. So I came in here and closed the door, but I didn't lock it. So Ashley follows me in here and attacks me again. Sandra got her off of me, and I closed the door again, and that time I locked it. That's when she started trying to break the door down and put that hole in the door.
And she bit you when she came in here?
She bit me, yes, when she came in here the first time, and I forgot to lock the door. That was the only time she came in.
And she bit you in the leg, and where else?
She did bite me in 2 places. Well,
I thought you said the wrist or something like that.
Yeah, I don't have any marks, and it doesn't hurt. It was just one of those little things. I didn't feel it a whole lot.
The leg was completely different.
I felt the leg.
I bet you probably still feel the leg.
I do, a little bit.
Yeah. Hopefully you get that clear.
And the reason for all that is because he was clearly originally taught that, hey, if a man actively holds you accountable for anything, it's a sign of some kind of evil patriarchal system that you have to take down by any means necessary. Yeah, I got news for you, it's not. It's just accountability. Like, get over it.
You're not good.
I will, after you're gone.
Yep. So, punched you in the face, bit you twice, didn't choke you, anything like that?
No,
Okay.
damaged my door.
Damaged your door. Did you do anything to her in any way?
I defended myself
I
when she was
understand.
fighting me.
Okay.
I had hold of her hair to try to pull her away from my leg while she was chewing.
Alright, everybody, that's all I got time for this one. And I just want to say, like, hey, we're now both live on YouTube and Facebook. We met the requirements for that. Whoa. Man, this YouTube channel is definitely steadily growing. Anyways, good night, everybody.